Batman Boxing Talk, man. We back.
Yep.
Be sure to like, subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to be notified when we release videos. We release once a week, sometimes twice a week, depending on the work week.
Yeah. The work week and what work we feel like doing, you know.
But we got the top 3 heavyweights of this generation, how they would fare against
like
the 90s, late 80s, 90s era of heavyweights.
So I mean, you could throw a couple of big names in there, you know, from like George. Like
but you know, Big George was 90. Big George was 90.
Big George was 90. So yeah, so 80s and 90s. You're right.
So let's just pull out 2 names. So from this era.
2 names or 3 names?
2 names. You got
Wilder.
One of the motherfuckers from this era and one of the motherfuckers from the last era.
Oh. Well, let's not start with Wilder.
Don't start with Wilder because
We're gonna start with Anthony Joshua.
Okay.
Anthony Joshua versus.
So the top 3 heavyweights of the 90s was, who would y'all say? Lennox Lewis,
Riddick Bowe, Evander Holyfield.
Riddick Bowe.
I mean, hell though.
I mean, outside of the Holyfield first fight, I'm trying.
Bowe was the man in the early 90s.
Yeah, early.
Once it got into 95, 96, 97.
Yeah, it was.
And you know Bowe family. But boy.
But Lennox Lewis.
If we got to take them from their prime, because if we take prime Bowe might be there. But go ahead.
Prime Bowe, I think, would have beat Lennox Lewis.
Prime Bowe, I think, beat all them motherfuckers.
No.
He beat Holyfield in his prime, so you can't say no.
He beat Holyfield on a technicality. If Holyfield do the right thing in that first fight, he wins that first fight. But we can't say if.
But okay, listen, we going Anthony Joshua and who we going with? Okay, let's go Anthony Joshua, Riddick Bowe.
Riddick Bowe.
Who you got?
Depends on which Riddick Bowe come to the room.
Prime Riddick Bowe.
We saying prime Riddick Bowe. See, we can't go with, you know, everybody that we mentioned. We talk about prime. Yeah, we talk about their
best.
Yeah,
Anthony Joshua versus Riddick Bowe in his prime at his best. Riddick Bowe beats the shit out of Anthony Joshua.
Bad.
Yeah, bad.
And I say that because
go ahead.
Riddick Bowe is one of the few heavyweight fighters that can fight from every dimension.
Inside,
outside, mid-range. Had one of the best jabs.
Yep.
Had one of the best right hands.
Body punch.
And could take a punch because I think he's only been dropped officially once.
Well, that wasn't prime Bowe.
It was. That was Bowe versus Holyfield. That's why I said officially.
No, they were past. They were both past their prime at that point, man.
Officially. You can't
wait. Was that before? No, that was before the Galata fights. The third Bowe Holyfield fight was before.
It was before the Galata fight.
Yeah, it was before the Galata.
That's why I said officially.
Yeah, that might have been the fight that took all the shit out of him.
It could have been.
Yeah.
I think it was all them joints, and the fact that Bowe was lazy after that. After he won the belts.
But he beats the shit out of Anthony Joshua.
I think so too.
Yeah, I don't even see that as his hand's too fast.
And he had the ability to be able to take a punch, and like I said, he's the one fighter out of all of these guys that we naming that can fight.
Question: 6'4". Riddick Bowe was 6'4".
Riddick Bowe was 6'5".
Riddick Bowe was 6'5".
Yes, Lord.
Who had he fought that was bigger than him?
Based on the skills.
What's 6'5"? Because Anthony Joshua is 6'7".
Right. No, 6'5" and a half, 6'6".
Yeah,
Anthony Joshua 6'6".
Yeah, 6'6". I think that even though, like you said, I mean that's a good question, Alan, but it doesn't apply with Anthony Joshua.
Yeah,
Riddick Bowe.
I agree.
Yeah, Riddick Bowe is going to dog walk Anthony Joshua. I just don't see a way that Anthony Joshua wins that fight. He's too slow. We tried to box Bowe, outbox him. First of all, when Bowe hit him, he gonna hurt him.
You ain't bucking.
Yeah. He gonna hit him. He gonna hurt him. He gonna take him out. Cause I mean, you see, If you get the Anthony Joshua chin, you can hurt him.
Anything.
Yep.
It's
Spit on his chin, you gonna go down.
It's funny because I think I shot y'all this interview that Wilder did, and the guy made a comment that they were talking about Ruiz, and Wilder said you got to think about something with Ruiz being out of shape, and he still went 12 rounds.
That shows you something.
That shows you that either Ruiz is that good or that his opponent is that weak.
No, it shows you that that's two of the options, but the third option is the one that he didn't elaborate on was Anthony Joshua did exactly what he should have did, because he could have stopped Andy Ruiz had he set down on a little more of his punches, but he chose not to. He didn't want to take the chance of standing there too long and getting hit.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's Andy Ruiz being too good or Anthony Joshua being not good enough. I think Anthony Joshua went back, saw what he did. And the thing is, you can't give, like I said, I keep it consistent. You can't give Wilder credit for looking spectacular in rematches and then take away credit from Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua looked good in that rematch. I don't care what nobody say.
It was not his fault
That Andy Ruiz was 302 pounds.
Yep. It was not his fault.
Nope. So, do y'all want to stick with BOWE and then go to Tyson Fury? Since we already started with BOWE, and then just work through. We started with BOWE Joshua, so
Okay,
we said
so
BOWE.
Yeah, BOWE.
So now we go BOWE Fury.
BOWE versus Tyson Fury.
Now this is where the fact that he has not fought anybody taller
It's going to come.
into play.
And not only that, I think BOWE had an attitude problem. And if BOWE couldn't get and do what he wanted to do at certain points in time, he would get frustrated and throw caution to the wind. And I think Tyson Fury has the ability to frustrate the shit out of BOWE. And BOWE will get to the point where BOWE want to take the gloves off and fight. I don't know, man. That's a tough one.
I say Riddick BOWE. I'm going with BOWE because other than, I mean, of course, like with Deontay Wilder is not like far as skill set better than BOWE. But I don't think that Tyson Fury's fought anybody with the skill set of a prime Riddick BOWE. But I do think that it would come into play a little bit because of that height difference in that reach.
Let me ask you this. Who has BOWE fought with the upper body movement and the slickness and the ability to feint and get out of the way of punches like a Tyson Fury?
See, I'm going to tell you something.
I think
As
Tyson
I'm thinking about this question, I can't believe I'm about to say this, but
Tyson Fury.
I'm leaning towards Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury.
Because all I can think about is Andrew Galata.
And not only that, Tyson
that wasn't prime.
Tyson Fury, I think BOWE's stamina issues would have played. If he couldn't get to Tyson Fury earlier, the later the fight went on, Tyson Fury might would have made him look bad.
You know what? Okay.
Tyson Fury might would have made him look bad.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you this, and this is where I'll concede both of y'all points, and only because of this. Remember what Holyfield said leading up to the second fight. If I'd have boxed you, I'd have beat you.
Exactly.
So Tyson Fury is definitely going to box him.
Yeah. He is, and
I don't know it like you said.
Frustrate him.
With those dimensions and the movement that Tyson Fury would give, it's
look at the issues that.
But I'm still going with both.
Look at the issues that Klitschko gave Lennox Lewis.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, a lot of times we like to lean towards the earlier people because that's the era and to me I think the era was better back then. Mm-hmm. But once again, BOWE had his issues. Now, like I said, he's probably the most skilled fighter from all aspects of boxing. But I think I'm gonna go with Tyson Fury.
I'm going with BOWE.
I'm gonna go with Tyson Fury.
I think BOWE gonna dig to his body. That's what BOWE gonna do.
Yeah, but how do you get to it if Tyson Fury decides to say, I'm gonna tie you up every time you get in close, and then I'm gonna go back to boxing, and then I'm gonna tie you up like you did Klitschko? Tyson Fury has the ability.
Then that like I said, but then that depends on like the ref whether he gonna take a point and penalize his ass for it or not. I'm saying
that's a close fight.
Yeah, I'm saying BOWE. Y'all two saying Tyson Fury.
I'm going with Tyson.
I'm going with BOWE.
The reason, the only edge I give Tyson Fury is
slick.
Holyfield, like you said, Holyfield said, if I box you, I beat you. Well, in Riddick Bowe's prime, leading up to Holyfield, he really hadn't fought no elite fighter except actually Holyfield. And like I said, second fight, Holyfield just outboxed him. I can't see how Tyson Fury doesn't do the same.
But also the thing about that second fight,
with the dimensions, with the height, with the reach.
The thing about that second
How
fight
could he
though,
not?
Going to his body.
the thing about that
Nobody
second
go to
fight
Tyson
with
Fury's
Holyfield and Bowe,
Mhm.
Bowe did not train. After the motherfucker won the title, Bowe didn't train anymore.
He pulled Andy Ruiz.
He didn't train no more. He had reached his goal of becoming the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. And like the Jerry Hurd thing, you going on tours. Bowe didn't train, I'm telling you. So I don't know if a prime Bowe would have lost to a prime Holyfield.
Well, the thing is, that first round, did Holyfield have any problems that first round? That fight really didn't kick off till Bowe. I think Bowe hit him low, and he was like, "I'm gonna knock your ass out now." He made it easy for him. But if he stuck to game plan, which I think Georgie Benton would have had him boxing. I think Holyfield thought that if he went to war with Bowe, Bowe would run out of gas, and that's what shocked him. Bowe didn't run out of gas, but I think if he'd have stayed outside, and just
Bowe was
jabbed,
in shape. That's what I'm saying. That first fight, the motherfucker was hungry. He was in shape.
I think that, I mean, you hit on a valid point where I think that Riddick Bowe always had aspirations of becoming like the undisputed heavyweight champion, and when he reached that, it was no more desire.
There's no more desire.
Right. He got to the top and he was like, "This is it." You know what I'm saying? Like, because you know another thing that he always wished that he could have a fight with Mike Tyson, but Mike Tyson was out of the picture. Damn. So you just looking around like, okay, so.
And then, like you said, after the Lennox Lewis stuff happened, where they tried to play him with the bread, people think he ducked the Lennox Lewis fight. I mean, you can say he ducked it because he didn't take it, but if that's the case, you got to say Wilder ducked Anthony Joshua because he didn't take whatever deal Anthony Joshua took. But Riddick Bowe didn't feel like, because he didn't feel like Lennox Lewis should have made the bulk of the bread when he was the undisputed champion of the world, and it was that simple.
And I agree with him. Whoa, see, there you go.
It was there you
go.
No, doing this OC now shit.
Messing with the camera.
That might have had something to do with Rock Newman and but anyway.
It did.
But we talking about prime Bowe against Tyson Fury.
Right.
We already had. You said Tyson Fury. You say Tyson Fury. I say.
I'm saying a draw. Fuck that.
It's close.
Because I can't go.
It's gonna be a close fight, but I think Riddick Bowe gonna go to his body. I think Riddick Bowe has enough smarts to go to his body when he ain't hitting it in the head.
That's true.
Yeah. So I think it's gonna wear Tyson Fury down. See, we haven't seen anybody like beat Tyson Fury to his body. Well, I had a skill set to get there.
But the thing is Tyson Fury gonna beat Holyfield and say, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go to war"? I don't think so. You see what I'm saying? Holyfield said, "Fuck this shit, I gotta beat this big nigga," and that allowed Bowe to do what he do best, which is work on the inside.
Yeah, but you know what though? I'm gonna tell you something. Look, if Bowe get lucky enough to cut him, he'll go to war with him. Tyson Fury proved that.
Well, that's what he gotta do something.
Gotta do something. Gotta prove it.
All right. So we got Bowe over Joshua. We got 50-50. Tyson Fury versus Bowe. King of the heavyweight division. Deontay.
The Bronze Bomber Wilder.
The Bronze Bomber Wilder against Riddick Big Daddy Bowe.
I'm going with Bowe on this one. I'm going to tell you why.
Okay, go ahead.
Because Bowe ain't going to be scared of that right hand, one. And something you said that these heavyweights ain't doing today, Bowe going to put the hurt on that ass. You talking about a man coming in the ring at 205, 210, 6'7". He looked like a stick to Riddick Bowe. Bowe going to his body.
You got to realize, back in the day when Bowe was prime, Bowe was 220, 225.
That's still thicker than
Wilder
Deontay.
coming in 220, 218.
No. Wilder's coming
Holyfield was what? 210, 212, 28.
At Holyfield's best, he was 215.
Heavyweights that's what I'm saying. Heavyweights wasn't
Okay,
gigantic
right,
heavyweights back then.
Lennox Lewis
Wilder
ushered in that 250.
Wilder would have fit right in with them back then. Okay.
But this is my thing. I would say Bowe all day because I believe that Bowe can win the rounds. I believe that, like I said, Bowe had all aspects of the boxing game in his toolbox. But the thing about Deontay Wilder and why I don't give a fuck who he step in the ring with from today's time to the 90's era to the 60's era to Jack Johnson to John L. Sullivan, the motherfucker is a 50-50 fight with anybody because he has the ability to go get the grenades. Okay? So for all the shit we talking, when it come to Wilder, we can say what BOWE would have did for 7, 8, 9 rounds. Maybe he would have took him out. But one thing that Wilder has that a lot of people don't is the ability to erase the chalkboard.
Well,
he does.
He does have that, but I give BOWE the fight because we spoke on one thing. BOWE will get inside, and BOWE is a good inside fighter. I take Riddick BOWE.
That's what I mean. Like I said, 50. I think the Tyson Fury and BOWE fight is 50-50. I think Wilder and BOWE is 50-50. Not because of the skill set, but because Wilder has shown the ability to be able to end the night.
Now, I won't go as far as 50-50 against everybody, but I say Wilder has a chance against anybody in history because of...
You want me to tell you why I say it's 50-50?
Why?
Because you can win 6 rounds, right?
Mm-hmm.
One right hand erases all 6 of those rounds.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in that aspect, we just seen Luis Ortiz win 6 and 3/4 round.
Mm-hmm. But that's Luis Ortiz.
That's
you
Luis
talk about
Ortiz.
when you're talking about great fighters. That's what I'm saying.
Riddick BOWE.
I will give, like I said, I will give some of the great fighters the edge, but Wilder has a chance against all of them. I will not sit here.
But that's the same thing in today's time.
Yeah.
You give everybeverybody the edge when it comes to boxing over Wilder.
No, I don't.
Why not?
I don't give Anthony Joshua the edge. Because
you don't give
hit him with a left hook and knock him.
You don't give him the edge because you believe that Wilder's going to land the right hand. But if it came down, I ain't nothing wrong.
Yeah, he can. You just said it. You spit on the guy's chin. He going out.
That was being dramatic.
I think he hits Joshua with a right hand, and right hand ends it.
That's what I'm saying. We believe that Joshua is a sitting duck for the right hand. So that's why you say it. But as far as skill goes, Anthony Joshua's a better skill fighter than Wilder.
Yeah, but he's not better skilled than Riddick BOWE.
But y'all keep saying that. But see, the thing about Wilder is Wilder's getting better year after year.
Fight after fight.
I mean, we used to say that back when he fought Laverne. But that was a time ago, man. The shit he did against Luis Ortiz, studied him. What?
He lost every round. That's equivalent to you saying. That's equivalent to. That's equivalent to you did. That's equivalent.
Yes, he did, didn't he?
That's equivalent to you saying. Me and you keep fighting, right? You beat my ass, but I go in the house and get the gun and shoot you. Your skill set is better. Just because I went and got a weapon that can end the night don't mean that my skills is better. He lost every round.
Maybe he not better than Luis Ortiz.
Skill-wise, he not.
Look, no one says that Wilder's skill
He
set,
not.
skill-wise, is better. Like you said, if you go skill for skill,
He the worst in the world.
Well, I don't know.
Skill for skill, he the worst in the world.
No,
he getting better, man.
He'll knock Kalinaki ass out.
Not skill for skill. If Wilder didn't have a right hand, Wilder's the worst fighter in history of boxing.
Look, let me tell you something. The first fight with Stavern, Wilder used a jab.
That's Stavern.
And a right hand.
Stavern is a flat-footed.
So you think he would have better skill than Stavern, then, right?
Yeah, Stavern ain't a all-time great heavyweight either.
But you just said Kalinaki. Come on.
Okay,
man.
I got a matchup for you. Deontay Wilder versus David Toole.
Stay tuned to the next video of this era versus last.
Yep.